We've been here for a day. I had a club night last night. It was good vibes, man. It's my first time in Seattle. I think what it was is the average artist just really wasn't putting any respect on a lot of the producers and DJs' name. I mean, you need to think about it for a second, right? It's the beat that moves the crowd. It's the DJ that makes the record what it is. The DJ is such an important part of the culture, whatever genre it is. If the DJ is not playing your record is not.
It's not going anywhere.
Understand? You have to respect the DJ, and it's not just about playing hot records. The DJ also has to be very aware of, the history of certain genres of music. There's no way that I'm going to be in a club DJing Afrobeats and I'm not aware of certain sources of certain things. Do you know what I'm saying? So I need to do my research as well. As a producer, we do our research in regards to sound, what's trending, and we sort of dictate or direct the artist in terms of the sound. We are involved in the songwriting process because a lot of artists don't write their own songs. So the producer, the songwriters, the DJs, those are the key people. And I feel like it just got to a point where it's always about the artist, which is great because the artist is like the forefront of the product. But how did that product come together? So a lot of that got neglected. So I think now what's happening is a lot of producers / DJs are making a brand for themselves and saying, listen, I've created this sound, check me out. Because now you can actually just make beats and instrumentals and literally DJ with these instrumentals because that's what moves the crowd. There's a platform called Selection that is literally dedicated to like producers and DJs showcasing their sound as well. So, I mean, more platforms are being built to sort of showcase these things, and people are beginning to be aware of who the tastemakers of certain sounds are. And it builds the profile of these producers. That price goes up. If somebody walks into them and say, oh, that's JULS, he produces this record. Oh, that's J5, he produced this record. Oh, that's SARS. Oh, that's Malik Berry, that's KLP. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these producers, people are like, oh, this guy created a certain sound. And there's sort of like a level. And then we're able to come to the table with our cars to be like, all right, do you know what I'm saying? It's just
absolutely.
sort of like a respect thing. And at the same time, it's kind of like, we need to eat at the same time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of producers have been hungry over the years, and they just want a lot of hot artists to jump on their beat so that they can feel good about themselves. And then some of them don't even get paid. I think Afrobeats, the genre, sort of like got popular because it was really pushed from the UK. We actually kind of coined the term. At first, it was just dubbed African music or Afro, whatever it was, because there's so many sub-genres of African music. We have high life, we have hip life, we have Fuji, so many different genres of music. And so Afrobeats is literally tapping into all of these sub-genres, and it's kind of merged together with whatever local dialect that it is. Now it's become a bit more not socially acceptable, more global, because that sound has been tapped into by a lot of people. Drake has done an Afrobeat record. Beyonce has, flipping Major Lazer, Walshify, and all those guys. They've been very sort of interested in that genre of music, and a lot of shows have been had, and so it's spreading quite quickly. And I guess because of those collaborative efforts, people started paying attention. I think what it is with our music, and this is even dating back to the 60s and the 70s when it was Afrobeat. So the likes of, that's even too far, but like the likes of the Funkies, Fela, Tony Allen, and then who are from Nigeria, and then we have the likes of, E.T. Mensah and Abel Taylor, from Ghana. Those sounds are very similar. So I feel like Ghana and Nigeria, our sounds have been similar from time ago. It's just the language that's different. But with regards to the sonics, they're quite similar. I would only say that maybe the way our drums or our percussion or our progression with certain instruments, whether it's the guitars or the keys or the saxes, are slightly different, but they're very similar. You know what I'm saying?
And then
I don't think there's really that much of a differentiation. All I'd say is that when it comes to our music, very, very particular about how powerful our instrumentation should be. And instrumentation is kind of like what moves the crowd. you know, the vocals or the lyrics are very minimal. And then very repetitive, so people will be able to catch on to that. But it literally just moves, you know, the crowd. That's really what our music is about. You know, moving people, making people dance. And sometimes there's a positive message. Most times there's a positive message in there. Either we're talking about love, or fella who used to talk about, you know, issues that the country was facing with regards to the government, corruption, you know, expensive, you know, stuff, inflation, all of that. So yeah, I think there's not really a differentiation, in my opinion anyway, to be honest.